Hi there. If you are new to Color Street, thank you so much for watching. I am Erin Paris. I live in Syracuse, New York with my family. I am a full-time school counselor, and was introduced to Color Street around the pandemic. I actually had just switched buildings and was really like unsure of myself, missing my people. And I was introduced to an amazing community, and I would love for you to join my community and check it out. All of my links are on erinsessentialnails.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. So my customer group picked out some nails for me. I use Color Street Nail Care now. They just came out a couple of months ago. I use their nail polish remover because it's not drying. It's not an acetone. I use their lotion and cuticle oil, right? There's no cracks and peeling, and then I use strengthener about an hour before I apply. It's the strengthener is wet nail polish. I sell dry nail polish. I don't like wet nail polish anymore. But this stuff is like Miracle Grow, so I like to wear it under my Color Street. And I just have to give it plenty of time to dry. And I like the Color Street strengthener. I've tried liquid strengtheners before. The Color Street strengthener makes it really easy to readjust your strips. So today my customer group picked out Carmine Shine. It's a beautiful bold red from the new fall catalog 2022. So I'm going to share some tips. When I send a sample, I always ask if someone likes to sparkle. The glitters are super easy to use. They're very sparkly, and so, you know, when you're putting Color Street on, it peels and applies to your nails, and so if you have something super sparkly, you don't notice if there's any like little wrinkles or you made any errors or anything. Solids, a little bit different. You can kind of see everything. So I'm going to share my tips with you on that if you don't want to sparkle. Every pack of Color Street comes with your nail strips, a nail file, your prep pad. The prep pad is rubbing alcohol, and it just makes sure your nails are not oily or greasy or dirty or have anything on them that's going to stick to the nail strip or cause it to not look good. So I'm going to do that, and I go ahead and get underneath also because I'm using my fingers to put the nail strips on. So I keep my hands clean. I wash my hands, but we're going to clean them off. Okay, so I just do that and let them dry. Some other things I do before my manicure is just push back my cuticles. I always send new customers a rubber cuticle pusher. I like this a lot for pushing back cuticles. I keep one in my shower for when my skin softens, and I just keep them pushed back. You want them out of the way so that you can get as much strip onto your nail as you want. And the perforation is always right by the thumbs. I like to apply at night before bedtime because I'm a perfectionist, and I'll show you how, like, it's okay if the strip is a little too big for your fingers, but and they do stretch a little bit, but wider is better than not wide enough. And when it is wider, you just use your thumbnail or the other end of your cuticle pusher to trim up the extra. But I like to let it fully set before doing that so that I don't accidentally tear what's on my nail before it's done drying. And so sometimes I'll just go to bed and do it in the morning because otherwise I'm looking at it ready to pick it. So that's why I'm in my pajamas. Look how pretty that is. So Color Street comes with 8 different sizes that look like this. And it's actually 16 because these are double-sided. This end is a little bit wider than this end. And as you use Color Street, you start to figure out which strips you're going to use for your nails. So I know that so these little strips don't fit many people. Sometimes I save them for my toes. Sometimes my kids use them. I found that I can sometimes use the wide ends, but this one is a little bit better. So I'm gonna just make sure the strips are wide enough before I put them on, and so that I don't feel like I have to do a whole lot of stretching. Yeah, those are looking okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use those. And then I like this, the wide end of these ones for my ring finger. Let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to use my wrapper here as my garbage can. And my middle finger. So I think I like this one for my pointer finger. With a solid, you want to, I like using glitters first when you're first checking things out. With a solid, you want to know what sizes you are. It just looks a lot better if you don't have to do a lot of trimming. Okay, I like that one for my middle finger. Let's find that one over here. Yep. Okay, and then this one works great on my thumb. So I can save these for toes. I can save it for another manicure. You get 16 strips in a pack of Color Street, and we guarantee that your package will be what you need it to be when you order. We do not recommend any strips that you save for later, but I always save the strips for later. And I've got quite the stash of for later because there are hundreds of new colors and shades all the time. So I rarely actually use them again, but I save them. So I'm going to leave that there and just see if I need anything else. Okay, so ready to apply. So some other tips I liked, sometimes I'll have a mug of warm water or coffee. Right now I've got a electric heating pad in my lap. Having warm hands when you apply a solid helps them smooth out any wrinkles that you may get. So sometimes the strips are sheer. This one's got a white backing to it. So that's how you get a really bold color. And then the silver tab just pops right off. And this is called anchoring. You can hold on to these strips. You can touch them all you want. You can stretch them out a little bit if you want to. I've seen that. But I like to use this anchor method because my hands are super shaky and unsteady, and I never get it on straight. And like I said, I'm a perfectionist. I want it to be right the first time. Something else you can do, my nails are super long because of the strengthener, but if you wear yours short, what I've seen, hang on, hold that thought, is take the top peel off. Okay, there's the plastic layer. And some customers will kind of figure out how much of the strip they need, and will just go ahead and cut the strip in half to use on their other finger. I like this method for using one strip on two nails with solids because what I would typically do with a glitter is apply and then use my thumbnail to trim off the extra and put the other strip on the other finger. With a solid, you may wrinkle the ends doing that. And so this is just assuring that everything stays smooth when you smooth the strip on. No, I forgot I have one sitting over here. Okay, well, same size, I'll do it. Okay, so I just, I can't zoom in or anything. Sorry, I don't think I can zoom in. And I'm not good holding it up. I'll try it. So I just make sure I place it above my skin, and my cuticles are pushed back, so it's not going to be on top of my cuticles. If I do get it on my skin, it's no big deal. I'm going to smooth it down as much as I can with my cuticle pusher or my finger. But sometimes that can cause lifting, and I have had some people say that they've had little chips when they've gotten it on their skin because it'll lift and rip. Okay, so I've got it placed above my skin, and then I'm just going to pull up on the strip and smooth it on. Now that is red. Oh my goodness, super pretty. So I am not really one to wear one color. I like to make a statement with my nails. Definitely don't mind being noticed, so that I can tell people how awesome this product is. So I will probably add some glitter to it tomorrow. They make really great glitter dip strips, and there's one called No Holding Black that my customer group also said, hey, also add that. So there we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this one because it's ready for me. I'm just gonna make sure I don't get it on my skin before smoothing it on. Once you like it, go ahead and start smoothing around. You can pick them up and lift it, but I find that once I start really smoothing it down, it's hard to lift without ripping. And then I like to use the end to kind of tug and pull while I'm smoothing up. Right, just make sure the whole thing is smoothed down. And a rubber cuticle pusher is handy because you can just make sure if you do get a little bit on your skin, that you just smooth it as much on your nail as possible. And then that one's not too bad. Right, and I just keep, now you notice that I didn't, the directions on the package tell you to use a nail file to go ahead and start filing off the ends. I like to wait until this part of the strip feels dry, and I know that the strip is almost fully dry, and then I will go through and file the ends. Sometimes a warm strip will shrink up a little bit, and I like to make sure my tips are covered literally. So I'll do a couple more, but that's it. Let's see, did I have any other tips? So after my color streak's been on for about 30 minutes, I do like to take pictures of it. And so I will moisturize my hands to make sure I am not showing off any ouchy paper cuts or anything like that. Our Color Street lotion is super lightweight and moisturizing and really nice and pleasant smelling. So I'll use that. I'll use our cuticle oil if the skin around my nail is looking dry, or is like cracking or doing anything sad or ouchy. But I will give the Color Street at least 30 minutes before washing my hands, before using water, oil, lotion, anything like that. So I had a wrinkle and I just kind of pulled up and tugged it back. So this will last about a week. I've noticed that since using the Color Street Strengthener, it does not chip as quickly as it did without it. I like doubling up my solids. I am really rough on my nails, my thumbs, and my pointer fingers especially. So if I don't decide on a glitter strip on one of my nails, I will probably go back for one of these extras and just go ahead and put a second coat, just like you would if you were doing wet nail polish. So this one, you see I got some on my skin, no big deal. So I'm just gonna take my fingernail and just kind of rub it along so that when it's fully dry, it easily tears because I'm kind of perforating where I want it to tear. The other thing you could do is use the rubber cuticle pusher to do that, or the other end. Another trick I saw, and I actually haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to try it right now for the first time, is people use this white backing as kind of like a gentle, this is where I want the strip to come off. I haven't tried it before. It feels really gentle. Like I think my fingernail's probably doing a better job. But if you don't have long fingernails, that might work for you too. So I would love for you to join my customer group if you're not already a member, so that you can see all the beautiful manicures we are doing. And don't ever hesitate to get in touch with any questions. I think that's it. So this set costs $12. Our manicures and pedicures are always buy 3, get 1 free on our website. And our nail care, you can buy individually, or they come in bundles as well. So if you know, oh, I gotta get that remover and that strengthener, you can buy that as a bundle and save some money on it. You can buy all 4. you can buy just one. We are about to launch a lip line. So if you like to have soft, healthy lips, we have a beautiful lip balm. If you like a little color, we have fun lip pencils and lipsticks. And I'm not gonna put one on because I'm about to go to bed, but I'll have to do a video on that soon too. Okay, let's see, I picked this one out for my middle. I'm just gonna keep going. Whoops, that's my thumb. There's my middle. Yeah. All right. Clear peel off, silver tab, put it right back on that same side. Please don't put it on the side that's not shiny and smooth because it will not come off. Just put it right back on the side that you pulled it off of. And then right above the skin. And you can lift it back up if you don't like it. Okay. Right, but you see what I mean about a solid set. If this was glitter, it would show all the things. If you have ridges, like I have some, but they're not too bad, or waves in your fingernails, sometimes that's a damaged matrix, sometimes that's just the fun thing about getting older. I've learned a lot about nails since joining Color Street, and what I've learned about that is you definitely don't want to try to buff them out. Buffing your nails just makes them thinner and makes them easier to break and peel. What you want to do is try the strengthener and see how you like that on your nails before putting color on. But if that's still not enough because of the ridges and grooves in your nails, try a ridge filler. They're pretty inexpensive on Amazon. All right, I think that one was wide enough, so I think I'm good on this end. So thanks so much for watching. I needed an updated video, and this was a pretty color to do it with. And my customer group will get to see a picture tomorrow after I've let it set and I've gotten a chance to clean it up and apply my cuticle oil to make it look pretty. Bye. Thanks.